Good morning, South Africa. Baie goeiemôre, Suid-Afrika, Molweni, Mzansi. Greetings to you on a beautiful, bright Friday morning from the Western Cape, South Africa. Uit die Weskaap, maar baie meer belangrik, uit 'n baie mooi sonskyn Suid-Afrika. Ek hoop daar by julle waar u vandag is. I hope that wherever you are, that you are also proudly South African this morning, no matter where we are. Ans de Toy, Isabel, Avril, Annette, everybody that's joining me this morning, thank you very much. I have been asked to do two videos today, and my humble apology about the video that went out on Wednesday, but due to the fact of a technical upload, and we are always stuck with technicalities, that video was not downloaded properly. I would like to just address today in this submission what is happening currently in our country. Ek wil graag praat oor wat vanoggend, gisteraand en hierdie week gebeur het op verskeie plase, veral in die Vrystaat, maar wat toegesprei het oor die hele land. And this message, if you don't mind, I would like to do in English, because obviously it is also going to go overseas. It is now spreading to all the countries where we have expats that are South Africans that are working there. I would like to make an announcement today that is a very critical announcement. And it is based of the past 3 weeks scenarios that were started in the tipping point in Senekal, with a callous and cowardly murder of a very young 21-year-old man. I want to make it very clear that the UIM and myself as the leader, and also myself in various capacities, acknowledge that the farm murders and the murders of people within the agri-industry, that this has been ongoing for quite a long time. I want to tell you that I am keeping myself very composed at the moment. But in waking this morning and getting another telephone call about another area in Bloemhof that was burning, and the man that was talking to me bursting out in tears was not a young man. And he pleaded that we do leadership. He asked that the UIM as a movement and myself that has entered the political fray do something. For the past week, we have now decided to do the following, and we are going to start that process. In actual fact, have started that process. I want to make it very clear that my current position is not an attack on an entity. It is not an attack on an individual. It is an attack on people that are not following the constitutional protection of giving our citizens justice. An attack on our country's justice system, on the judiciary, and on law enforcement is an attack on our citizens. And this is the following reason why I have decided to do the following 3 things. It will take a lot. It will take a lot of energy, a lot of money, a lot of resource. But we are, as people are saying now, #gatvol. Ons as 'n land moet nou 'n streep trek. If you still doubt that I am part of a framework of the ANC, or that I'm not to be trusted, I have asked you not to trust me, but that I earn that trust. Today, again, it's a step closer on ensuring that the UIM as a national movement now do the following 3 things. 1, we are going to petition Parliament with a written submission and a request to meet the Speaker of this Parliament, where we will submit a docket, a file, and factual evidence that members of the EFF, in particular Mr. Julius Malema, and in particular Dr. Ndlozi, have been in the past 3 to 4 weeks, not only then, but very much so, been speaking of hate speech, violence, and obviously breaching the oath of Parliament, which they upheld and swore to. We are now going to ask that they be removed as parliamentarians, that they are being chastised, and that urgent judicial steps from Parliament must be taken against these members that will be mentioned in the UIM national docket. This will happen, and you can time us within the next 5 days. The second submission is an appeal to the Honourable Chief Justice Mogoeng Mogoeng that all the current judicial dockets against Mr. Malema and members of the EFF be put in one single judicial system. We are asking that every charge laid against these members be unified in one single case with all the charges and be prosecuted publicly, so that we as the citizens can be at peace that people that instigate, speak of hate and murder and destruction, that we can see justice being done. This we will be doing and submitting by the latest next week, Friday at 12 o'clock publicly. These things will be handed over to the Chief Justice and to Parliament. And then thirdly, it is a combination of 2 actions which the UIM will be leading. Number 1, in action number 3, we are writing an official letter to the state president of this country, President Ramaphosa, and directly to the Minister of Police. This open letter will be published in the newspapers next week, Wednesday, where we are publicly requesting, as the UIM, representing every person in this country that wants peace, to petition for an immediate Judicial Commission of Enquiry with a chief and mainframe justice as the head. We will be petitioning again Justice Mogoeng to appoint, under the President's appointment, a senior judge to investigate for once and all the cause, the effect, and the non-delivery of law enforcement on the fact of the people that perpetrate agri-murders in this country. The second clause after the Judicial Commission of Enquiry is that we have requested our partners in OSA and all other members that are willing to fight with us, that we are going to ask a gentleman whose name today I have been asked not to say, but who is a senior member of Parliament that has decided to work with us, that he will, in question time in Parliament, put it to the direct question session to the President regarding the actions, reports, and that of the Minister of Police on what has been done about protecting our citizens, protecting our farmers, protecting our livestock, but more than that, protecting the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, where it starts by saying, we the people, ons die mense, apawena omzansi. The UIM is clear that we are patriotic, independent, and that we love our nation, and that by God's word, justice will be done. I will be kept to this promise. I ask you to please spread this widely. I will also by next week visit certain of the places that has been attacked, certain of the places where there's been burning personally, and I will be driving there, and anybody that can join me, please join. We are going to give ourselves the vision of making sure that I, as Neil de Beer, the UIM and all its affiliates, to bring justice back to this country. And my final question is, Mr. Malema, Mamela, what shame can one man stand not to walk in God's peace, but to be a citizen and attacking our people? And I challenge you today to an open debate. Mr. Malema, you choose the venue. I'll come and have an open public debate with you on a stage, anytime, any place, any day. Kom vat my aan and me and you to debate a subject where maybe you should study, and that is the return of peace, hope, reconciliation, and the economy of this country. You take on my challenge, I'll make sure the media is there. And by the way, I'm bringing one thing you don't have, it seems, and that is God and the light of Jesus Christ. May God save South Africa. May God be with you. God se rykste seën oor die Republiek van Suid-Afrika. Aluta, Umzansi, Aluta.